The First World War began in August 1914. It was directly triggered by the assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand. But a stalemate occurred during the war because the German invasion of France failed and Germany could not win against both British and French troops. So trench warfare occurred when the revolution in firework was not matched by advances in mobility, resulting in a grueling form of warfare in which the defender held the advantage. So trenches were the answer to the weapons of the time. World War I weapons fired ammunition horizontally, so keeping a head down in trench was sensible. When the troops advanced out of their trenches into mines and barbed wire, they were vulnerable and the area between trenches was called no man's land.
Hello, can you please introduce yourself?
Currently, I'm a soldier fighting for the Allies.
Oh, that's interesting. So, how is the life in the trench?
The climate in trench is quite wet, so the trench is a mud bath. It is so thick that some soldiers can disappear into it.
Oh, is wet mud the only problem?
Well, there are millions of rats in the trenches. You know, a pair of rats can produce more than 900 a year. Those nasty rats carry around diseases and spread them, also contaminating our food.
Oh, well, it seems that finding our enemy isn't the only problem.
You bet. Lice is also a problem, cause we can't wear clean clothes or take baths. They cause trench fever, a particularly painful disease that begins suddenly with severe pain followed by high fever.
Okay, the last question is, what is your daily schedule?
Well, a typical day in the trenches would be 5 a.m. Stand to, short for stand to arms, meaning to be on high alert for enemy attack. So it's half an hour before daylight. And afterwards, 5:30 a.m. we roam nation. And 6 a.m. we stand to half an hour after daylight, and 7 a.m. we eat breakfast, and we usually also eat bacon and tea. After 8 a.m. we clean ourselves, clean weapons, and tidy trench. And afternoon we eat dinner, and after dinner we sleep and downtime, 1 man per 10 on duty. And around 5 p.m. we drink tea, and 6 p.m. we stand to half an hour before dusk. And 6:30 stand down half an hour after dusk, and 6:30 p.m. onwards we work all night with some time for rest, for patrols or digging trenches, putting up barbed wire, getting stores, replacement of unit of soldiers every 5 days.
From this interview that was done in 1915, it can be seen that World War I was much intense than World War II. World War I trench warfare was so intense that 10% of all the soldiers who fought were killed. But intriguingly, although World War I was dominated by trench warfare, World War II was not. Better tanks, artillery, and air power made trench warfare untenable in World War II, as opposed to World War I, where tanks and aircraft were in their developmental infancy.